I'm doing this video on my cell phone because I'm lazy. I don't want to plug all my shit back in. This has been a hell of a process. I put it all together basically this far for you guys to follow through or follow along with me. And this last part, I'm never going to do this again. This shit sucked. So I cast quite a few different ones. This is after about 3 of them. This was the first one, and it came out really good. It picked up the deep detail really nicely, and it could be used. However, I'm going to hang this on the wall. This is to remember, memorabilia. This stuff, I highly do not recommend it. Not for making a mask. And don't grab stuff like that with your bare hands, because then you get chemicals on your hands and you might put that shit in your eye. That's not a good idea. And you don't know how it will react to water when you put stuff like that in water. All you can do is hope that it actually cleans it off. So anyways, this video is to show that I had a final version come out of the mold. And as you can see, it came out badass. It picked up every one of the details all the way around. I trimmed it up, cleaned it up with a little bit more latex. What I did is I aligned the jacket mold with latex, liquid latex. Some cheap shit I got at the store here called Mold Builder. Liquid latex. It's really cheap. It's always pretty cool. It's actually turning. So yeah, I lined that with latex, about 3 or 4 layers, and then I also lined the life cast with latex, and obviously I drilled a couple holes for the pressure relief for the foam to escape. As you can see, my mold decided to break a couple different times on me. Here's the other pieces here. Just goes to show, don't make a mold with thin edges, or you might wind up pretty sad, kind of like I did after all those hours. And then I wind up with something like that. Make sure you have a lot of mixing cups. Don't trust the measuring lines on them, because you never know. I definitely mixed a couple batches that definitely didn't turn out right. But yeah, here it is. It's got an outer skin of latex. It's got an inner skin of latex as well. Look at that. Ooh, it's double-sided. That's always pretty cool. Well, I don't know what I mean always. I've never done this before. But that's my buddy's face there. So it's going to fit him perfectly, and only him perfectly. And then that's the other side. Next video will probably be of me, speed video, or sped up video, time-lapse video of me painting this, and hoping that I don't screw it up with my paint job. Chin kind of indented right there. Small price to pay for finally having a working version of this. So let's put that back on there so it keeps its form. And I'm going to get around to that tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, 3 days before Halloween. Same thing that happened to me last year when I was trying to make a picture. Oh yeah, and use a hairdryer. Latex sucks ass to work with. But if you use a hairdryer, it will dry extremely quick, and you can paint your layers in really quick. I use something called Johnson Paste Wax here. And that's what I use to prevent the latex and the foam from sticking to the UltraCal 30 life cast mold. Make sure you always use disposable gloves or latex gloves or whatever kind of gloves you're not might or might not be allergic to. I also used Ultra 4. This is epoxy par film. That's a mold release agent. This works really well. However, you want to use it in conjunction with a paste wax if you're going to be trying to release it from foam from a cement casting. I tried the Super 77. Actually, the Super 77 glue multi-purpose adhesive is something that I used to, once I had the layers of latex painted in to the jacket mold and on top of the life cast mold, I sprayed them with a light layer of this Super 77 adhesive spray, and that allowed the latex to or the foam to adhere to the latex. It didn't work as well as I thought it would. I still wound up going back and on the edges of the mask, around the edges here, I stippled more latex on there to kind of close the gap, because I basically had an inner layer of latex, an outer layer of latex, and this foam had just expanded between the two, and the two ends of latex, or the two jackets of latex, weren't connecting. So I had to trim it up a little bit and get those two ends to connect and basically create a seal. So I'll probably do some more trimming on it. But I must say that I am very happy. This project is about 90% done. It's been a very long process. It's been drawn out for months now, and it was not an easy thing. Definitely wasn't easy. But I have a couple different people to thank for their input, and the Goth and Cloth is definitely one of them. His advice helped me out a lot. This is my first mask, the Chucky mask. Ooh, so cool. Ooh, are those real stitches? Yes, they are. I did stitch it. Needle and thread, baby. Yes, indeed. And that is exactly where the first Joker mask will be going. Till then.